Hello, welcome. This is week 4 of North American Online League. We're already at season 16. Please join if you want to find friends, make new friends, and everything. Today we have very good games. So the North American Online League is played on OGS, and it uses OGS ranks, which tends to be a little bit stronger than usual. Alright, first game we have an Andy 3Q versus Jonathan Green 4Q. I believe these are a AGA 2 dan and an AGA 1 dan or 2 dan. Okay, let's go take a look into the game. Okay, let's turn off AI and then let's continue. Okay, today we are focusing on maximizing our opportunities. Beginning of the game here, this is a very unconventional Joseki. Normally, this one black has no reason to be unhappy about the attachment and then extending. If white extends into the 2-2 point at 4, you probably want to extend a little bit less to make it less. Okay, so the beginning is here's an example of maximizing here. As white, on the other hand, white has no reason to be not happy about this attach and extend back. This would be quite strong. All right, let's make the board a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Okay, make this a little sideways, and then it's perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, this way black has a one space extension, and then so this is a good way to maximize this local Joseki. Not sure why they are not playing this. White Tanukis and then the Josekis move on to the next part. This is interesting. Okay, so this knight's move is gradually becoming less popular now, and this is one of the very old Josekis. The next moves usually has black play in these moves, and back in the days, the AI would play the double hane into a ladder breaker. Nowadays, this is known as a very good for black Joseki, and the AI prefers to play the headbutt and then the hane and then tanuki. This is good because this is new, because this counteracts a lot of the older Go principles. One of those is you don't want to get your two stones haned at the head of, or hane at the head of two stones is very good. So this is something that's very new and something that's very, very good to pick up. In the game, black just plays a two space. I don't like this. I don't like how the game is going for black, because black seems to be a lot less aggressive or a lot less ambitious than white is. And so while it's relatively close right now as a game, I don't like how this is going, because you never want to be unambitious. Another two space extension here. Jonathan Green should only be about AGA 1 dan if I'm not mistaken. If it's a different person, maybe AGA 2 dan. Anyways, he is playing very well this game so far. Oh, and Jonathan is from Maine, which is nice. I saw Go tournaments happening in Maine and in Boston coming up soon. So here, the main thing here is this ladder, which works for white, which is good. But despite that, I think black probably wants to play these exchanges and then play the tiger mouse move if he wants. Here's the key. This is one of the key shapes. As white here, just a simple connect would be fine, and it feels like we're giving up a lot if we're giving up this Panuki and Sente. This fixes all of the cutting points for black. Okay, of course, the double Hane into a Tanuki is also fine. So probably, if I were to guess, the double Hane would be good. In that case, white is a bit afraid of the extent down. So, okay. But yes, once again, we see black Andy in this game as a very unaggressive opponent, and you never want to be unaggressive. Okay, so here with this invasion, black is going on the attack. Turning it around, no longer that unaggressive or unambitious, which is totally fine. However, here locally there is a common Joseki that goes like this, and this would be fine. This is Sente 2. This would be fine for white. Black has no reason to be unhappy too. Okay, so in the game, white jumps down. This is a very interesting move, and I will approve of this. Normally, if you don't, a normal move would be a move to strengthen the corner, a diagonal move. But in this case, the left-hand side is severely limited by a black stone there at c9, a strong black stone at c9. So there's no development potential for either side on the left, and so therefore, when white just goes into the corner, this seems like a very, very good idea. If black jumps out, as usual, white now is able to choose between a very large corner or a continued some kind of tanuki. This jump into the corner shows a lot of very good and flexible thinking. Highly commended. This is a great way to maximize the current situation. The next move, though, sideways extending into the very strong black corner, not as recommended. Tanuki is totally fine. However, in this case, best not to go so close to a very strong white shape. A jump out would be fine. A second way to maximize would be to peep and then block. This is a very interesting idea. And if black turns, normally turn is a move. White can connect back and then make very big territory, which also strengthens both of the white shapes. Groups on either side. The two-space extension is a regular move. However, in this case, giving black Sente now and then allowing black to attack white from the left-hand side is not recommended. Remember, there was also not only this outside possibility, but also the bottom possibility. White actually has a lot more liabilities here than it seems. Okay, so let's see what happens next. Black plays here. This is a reasonable continuation from before. And white just headbutts and then Hane's wins. Okay, this is fine. If white wants to fight it, white can try to go for this. This would be fine if white can achieve this result, but noticeably white is afraid of black taking the whole corner. In this case, I'd recommend so if white were to Hane and then connect, I'd recommend white playing this this move and then playing the tanuki right afterwards. This way white gets sente, and and this shape seems a little bit better in the sense that black is not as strong as before, and white preserves the ability to move out. Yeah, right now this capture is very, very big, so now with this said, if white is planning to connect, now is a very, very good time to play these outside exchanges. If black captures, white can make a lot of territory as before, and if black separates white, now when white defends here, it's like a very it's a very good defense. It's like very, very important, and white has already made two very important strengthening moves for the outside group. This would be a good way to, maximize the position. Later on, the press is very strong with another hane, which exposes this cutting point. So this is a good way to think about maximizing, like especially when you are connecting at a gote move that you probably don't really want to do. In that case, if you can make some beneficial exchanges first, it makes painful moves a lot more tolerable than otherwise. Okay, in the game, black does swing over and attack white on the right. And here, very, very important to play this double hane. Very, very good. We talked about this earlier. White plays this. Very, very good. And white tanuki. White is really no fear, go. This is fine. Again, this kind of peep and then press down is a good idea to make very valuable self-strengthening territory. This move seems very strong, but if white is able to survive, then everything is fine. And here, white would have survived into a very strong black thickness, which is very, very good at limiting the black thickness too. So it's not very easy for black to really attack this white group, and when black goes for it, he has to play something, not so valuable like 1 and 3, and then something like this. So perhaps white, this is a tough spot for both sides. Black just captures 1 stone, and white plays a very, this is a very crude looking move, but it's very effective. And as long as white has this idea that the bottom is alive, and therefore every attacking move you make here as black is wasted attacking moves, then it's a very, very strong way to play. This is for sure maximizing a way to win the game for sure. And so the focus of the game now shifts into the black group on the right hand side. This is very interesting. Okay, well, if black doesn't know how to attack white on the bottom, then this move has to be played. White continues the attack, and here we see the relative defensive nature of the black disposition in the game showing up, and this is going to hurt black's chances a lot. Surviving with 2 eyes barely over here is not going to be what black needs. Wow. Okay. So white destroys eye space and also at the same time makes eye space for white. This is very, very beneficial for white. Might as well play the other. Again, that's not necessary. Anyways, even though white has cutting points on the outside, white has eye space now. Living with 2 eyes again, not ideal for black. Okay, white attacks the 2-space extension first before defending the much weaker white extension on the bottom. Great, great. Clearly, the more aggressive player in the game was white. Okay, wholly supported, and white moves down onto the bottom to survive. Again, the other move was a little more recommended. This one will do the job. It's just that black is a little stronger than that recommended diagram. Here, this is very so now black has just one big territory on the middle and the left hand side. Still, the game overall looks pretty balanced, but this is probably favorable for white, it seems. White plays this move. This is very interesting. It's definitely not very deep as a definitely not a very deep invasion, which is okay. It's very safe. Another idea is to take advantage of some black shortages of liberties here. You're looking for black to move on to the top and sort of separate the white group from the right hand side. And here white is relying on these sente moves to make white alive, and then exchanges in the middle is going to do a great job of damaging black's territory. In the game, the normal course is probably another surround of territory, but it seems like black is not going to surround enough. So black goes for the cut. Unfortunately for black, this is even worse than before, because the cutting stones, all the black additional stones that are going to be placed in the middle to cut white from an escape into from a connect to a white group, is going to make absolutely no territory at the end. And in the course of white surviving, white is likely to continue to destroy more black territory. And what's worse, if white was able to get some counterattacks going, all these moves being sente is going to be very, very bad. So here, I guess from beforehand, black not going for any attacks or pressure moves in the earlier part of the game is going to make him a little bit too it's a little too late, sort of. Okay, so in the game, white finds a major weakness in the black shapes, and then when black cuts white in turn, white just goes over and then lives on the right hand side. So basically white is getting everything, and if white exchanged the T14 earlier with clearly having two eyes, that would be totally perfect. As is the case, white still survives and lives, and it's just as good. And so here, this capture would be really destroying black's shapes. Okay, white blocks, and then black is able to capture two stones in sente, so this is pretty good. At least black has some thickness. The most important thing, though, is to capture that one stone and then salvage some territory on the left hand side. Maybe go after the bottom white group. Unfortunately, seems like white is just a little bit too safe everywhere. In the game, black goes for the territory, neglects the capture. So this is a Panuki for both sides, and of course white should capture this. This also cuts the top black group away from the middle, and then this opens up 3 and 5 to continue to attack the black shape. In the game, white turns, this will not be the most important area for either side, and of course the capture here is the most important thing. Both sides would answer here, though, and okay, and then let's see who gets that capture at the end. It was white who gets the capture at the end, and unfortunately this is gonna seal black's fate going into the end of this game. White doesn't have to connect any of those connects. This one, this is a clear must play move. This is this is thickness plus 4 points, 5 points, and the right hand side is just 1 point. Okay, maybe Andy is not the Andy that I know. Maybe Andy is a regular 2Q. Okay. Here, going into the end game, remember when you're playing these intense games that you're practicing with, make sure to go all the way for the strongest moves possible. And so here, this move is clearly not the maximizing move in the middle. Make sure to try to look for the best moves possible. I know that at this state of the game, it's not likely. It's likely that white is going to be totally winning at this point, anyways. No matter what white does, but always a good time to practice maximizing your moves. So okay, let's see what the difference is at the end. 14.5 points. Good. This is not as big of a difference as expected, and so therefore, looking back, the game was relatively close, even though black was a little bit less aggressive. Very, in hindsight, very high quality game. However, that attack into the middle, this yielded some profit. We didn't point out white's better move to extend into the top. What we did point out was that T14 Sente from earlier would have really been very, very helpful. Okay, good. At the end, black did surround a big center territory, but just didn't see that much desire on black's part to really win the game by a lot, and it was much more hard fought on white's end. Okay, good game. It was a very stable, unaggressive, normal go playing style versus a very aggressive white. The more aggressive player generally tends to win, and this was no different. Well, not the more aggressive, the more ambitious. The more ambitious player tends to win, especially in your practice games. You always want to add more ambition rather than less. Next we have Sir Phil versus Will. I believe these are AGA 1 dans, so good. Maybe for the next season everyone should join with their AGA ranks. These super low ranks. Okay, opening, so far so good. The next few moves. This move is a very, very good asking move, and here normally white connects. This white move will open up black for the following moves. Here it's extend and then extend here. Now white has Q1, Q2, or the Atari. Atari is the best thickness-wise for white, or best safety-wise for white. It's the worst territorially. However, the main thing here is that once black gets the O2 move in Sente, black significantly strengthens this group, and so white is dissatisfied with this. And so therefore this the most aggressive looking move, the most forward outward move of all of these moves actually ends up helping black make better shape. At black cut Ataris, this is going to be a little bit worse, and so white captures these. The big difference here is that white's corner is much bigger, and basically white gets a free move at p2. Whatever p2 is worth, white gets. And white is totally strong, and because the p2 move is right next to the black group, the strengthening effect of o2 is not as much as before. And so, this is why white begins to lead by a lot at this point. Oh, significantly, not a lot at this point. And then here, black goes for a very defensive move. This is aimed purely at connecting, and here we see the bad effects of the not having as much strength as black would have earlier. This effect is really showing up. Normally black is just pressing, okay, so in this case black blocks, and that opens up the counter push. This is this is a good moment for white, and white cuts, and this is a lot of gains by white. The crawling move will not work, so this is good. So the theme of today is maximizing. So normally white just blocking, capturing 2 stones is already a very favorable exchange, but here white really wants to maximize and then cut on the outside. 100% support white in this maximizing effort. Let's see if white continues to maximize. White extends. This is good. So here white maximizes by first making black a lot heavier, and then this forces black to either give up 3 more stones or to turn here, which opens up another very weak black group here. So white clearly did a great job maximizing, and then black saves the left hand side by jumping. White jumps to the right. This is a very good position for white. Here though, in the course of the attack, something to keep in mind: you never want to attack harder than you absolutely have to, and then when you have thickness on your side, this generally becomes a lot easier. So here white would like to just surround and capture black if this is capturable. The only thing is this attachment is a very good shape move, and if black is able to get all these sentes and makes this into an eye, maybe black is able to survive. So interesting. So maybe that's why white went for a very aggressive attacking stance here. So okay. However, after this, white needs 1 more Atari in order to keep the 2 stones connected to the right, and this Atari is not going to be in time for black to save his group like this. In any case, white has a very good position now. Okay. So black pushes, and then this is going to be sente. Probably wants to play this one and then play here. This is a little bit better for eye space. If black extends on the outside, this move is going to be sente, and there's still a good chance to capture black. However, here white may already be putting the brakes on the attack, which is good. Putting on the brakes if the attack starts to go south is a good idea. However, this is black totally surviving though, and probably better if white plays the m2 move earlier. Still, despite surviving, black has still a very big problematic group on the left, and white is still overall very ahead. Attachment. So this is black really looking to push white a little bit and then expand the eye space and everything. Here white does a very good job of maximizing. Here white is using the lower side, the capture of the 2 stones. using this bottom as thickness, which it definitely is, and then swinging around and playing on the outside. This is superbly good, and note that white is putting his stones on the outside of the black stones and the white thickness, and that's going to be very, very good. In the game, probably this is black's last chance to give up the 5 stones. It's thickness stones, so it's not that important. Black connects in the game. It's a very, very greedy move. White just plays on the outside. Here, slight modification. So the game push, we can tell that it's gonna be answered by this hane, and white's gonna I was gonna say white's likely going to hane, and then this is gonna happen, and then black is gonna survive at the end of this, probably block, and then black plays something, and then white plays here. Black hanes, white can also play this hane, and this is likely very good for white. Black doesn't have the ice space, so this is what's likely going to happen. So therefore, because of that, white would prefer to play the stone a little bit off, and then this is a good technique. This way, white makes the outside a little bit stronger and still achieves the same desired effect. Plus, white may be able to hane inside and then get the key atari and then capture black. So this is a good, and of course another very common attacking move is this knight's move, forming this knight's move to the A stone. This is a very fast way to surround the opponent. And of course, if you saw all of that, maybe play this move, and again allowing black to go, make his push into the side, after which white can even play this extend or hane connect, just forcing black to make 2 eyes, or if you like, try to capture both. All of these are good ideas. This is gonna be totally fine. So in the game, this push has this effect of sort of making the ice space happen for black, and that's not what you want when you're going for it like this killing attack. However, white has the squeezy mind, which is really going for it, and so black would be pushing through onto the left, likely gonna be able to survive, but still white, white is at least consistent, which is good. So so recommendation, just go farther out. You never want to attack as harder than you have to. Okay, so in the game, black plays these moves, and black is going to survive. So good job, black, for surviving, but white has accomplished the most important thing, which is strengthen all of the surrounding attacking white stones, and white made also a lot of territory. So white keeps good control of the game so far. So a fairly good job, and here white does a very good job again, not overly defensive, plays with enough ambition, and this invasion is perfect. This is how you want to use all of your strong shapes. You have to use the shapes to attack. Put your stones on the outside. Here, if black goes and cuts the white stones from the middle thickness, white would have done the most important thing, which is place the stones on the far end of the black stones and the white thickness. That would work. So as a result, black has no real strong attacks against white. So white keeps full control of the game. Here, the only modification is to keep going into the corners. This is a great invasion, for example. In the game, white goes for a reduction, and this is going to have a very bad effect of later when white runs, white is going to have to run towards the white thickness, and that's never as preferred as sort of like this shape, where white is able to push black into white's thickness. This would be a lot more preferred. Okay, in the game, white realizes, and when black plays m17, white attaches and starts more fighting here. So I always find like one slight thing that is slightly more preferred for white, but then white just recovers at the next move, which is just very, very good and well played. This is a bit of a tough spot for white. Seems like white isn't able to survive totally here. This way, white would be more likely to survive like this. That would be fine, but probably in hindsight, white would prefer to make an Atari and then make these attachments, or to just connect. Okay, in the game, white attaches and then extends. This is probably making a very good use, making a very good case out of a not so favorable position locally. The idea here is white is going to capture wherever black cuts, and that's going to be white getting out of trouble, destroying the black potential, and black's territory that's going to be made is going to be towards the center, which is already very well limited by white's position here already. So very good job by white here. Here black's only move is to go Atari from the back. Even so, black will not be able to save the stones. This is the side effect of playing so strong, so close to the opponent's thickness. Here the best idea is to play there and then jump out. This way black has a very good attack against white. However, white has a very good counterplay to give up the 4 stones. Black hasn't made anything stronger because both groups are already alive. Okay, so the side effect of playing so close to the absolute overwhelming thickness by the opponent is death, and black suffers this. Black ends up cutting as a last-ditch effort to win. Here again, with the thickness principle, you prefer to play on the outside and have white connect. Outside versus inside, the thickness being the white, super strong group in the middle. However, here black is way too far behind, and this makes black play, go for this. This is not going to work, of course. This actually works. This is not going to work. This actually works very well. Okay, here white has these moves, and this is going to be sente and then cut. However, this doesn't feel so. This is again a little bit of a tough spot for white. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what happens. So in the game, white realizes that the 2 stones are being killed, so white ends up playing these moves, gets only a ko to survive. This ko is a major success for black, and should be, black has got to be happy with this. A better move, attach likely, and then just play here. This way would be much more comfortable at much more comfortable survival in the game. This ko is being fought, and then white captures. So black doesn't gain too much, and white overall keeps control of the game. Now, the first instinct on the left-hand side is that black is going to have major problems, mostly because black played in this very, very, very aggressive manner. All the black stones are so close to the white group on the right. That's why that's our instinct. However, black was able to fight the left-hand side fight to a very good effect. A little bit of an unexpected fighting, but overall the game is still very, very much in favor of white. White saves those stones, and this Atari saves these stones, and so now black is disconnected on the top. Unfortunately, black scrambles and he finds a ko, which is good. Here probably white's move is to Atari, allow black to live. But why Atari and allow your opponent to live when you can cut and then capture your opponent in ko? This is also much safer because white already captures 2 stones on the right. Very, very good job by white in maximizing all these fights in the game. And white is going to end up winning by a great significant margin. Very good job by white, really maximizing opportunities in the game. And at the end here, further very, very good job by from white again in terms of maximizing the wins, capturing the top left corner. I think if white was able to save some of the middle, white may have been able to push over the 100-point mark, but at the end here, I think the margin of victory is going to be just shy of 100 points, which is incidentally exactly where I tell my people to stop, or you can lay off when you're winning by 100 points, and white does win by 100. This was a very good job by white of in the game of really utilizing the thickness to white's full advantages. And one thing we can really take away from this game is how white invaded over and over when white had the thickness advantage. This is exactly what you want to do, and when black went for one slight overstep in the middle, which committed the sin of playing so close to the opponent's thickness, white just captured it and fully punished black. This was a very, very good showcase of white really maximizing all the different fights. A very, very good game to see. Super high level. Next we have James White versus Maria Rowdy. So here we're getting into OGS 5Q and 6Q. OGS 5Q and 6Q, hard for me to tell what their AGA ratings are, but let's see. Paperless, very, very nice. Very good nickname. Let's see. So far so good. This 2 space is valid. It's gonna connect. It's not as strong as the 1 space, but it's moving out a lot faster. Given that this move is not gonna be that efficient, white already has a strong corner. Better to use this extension move to defend the corner or to approach the corner. Okay, so white goes a little bit retro with another 2 space. Again, this is very unaggressive by white. Again, as we saw in the first game, will the unaggressiveness be detrimental to white? Here, this is a common Joseki trick play. One move is to extend and then play this way. This would be okay. Another move is to Hane connect and then squeeze. This would be the same Joseki as usual, except white makes a bad push. The squeeze, there's not too much counterplay. There may be some based on this, but usually it'll be okay. So again, if you're looking for something easy, just play the extension and then connect to the 1 stone. You're not afraid of white cutting like this. Now black has a very good miai of this move and this move to capture. So when white plays here, black can hane, and then this would be a big capture. This would be a capture too. This would be a capture as well. And then if white plays anything on the right hand side, this is an easy capture as well. Okay, so that's an easy response. So in the game, black just hanes. This is going to give white a chance to play the extension move. This is going to be about equal for both sides. Okay, so black harness and then white double harness. This is very strong. Here, black is gonna play that move, that cutting move we're talking about. And here it's a good idea to go for this move. This may capture white altogether. If white extends, we'll play as we talked about. White has two other moves. One is to play here and then play this. This is the most complicated one. But black has a ladder, so anything here, black can just capture this. And any connect is going to be met with a Hane move. This is a little complicated, so I can see why black doesn't play here. Another good move by white is to play this move. This is probably the best, and this is going to be another complicated position. So I expect black to just Hane. This will be black connecting, and that's going to be okay. Here, the AI wants black to extend with a stone. I can understand why he doesn't want to, but if you don't, you'll want to make sure you play this Atari instead of the cut Atari. When black plays a cut Atari, white may not connect. White does connect, and that's okay. All right. Yeah, so extending and then fighting on is a little better. Why allow your opponent to have a strong shape when you don't have to? Okay. In the game, black makes a big mistake in the game. This opens up a double cut. So here the AI is asking black to defend the cuts. Okay, this was a very, very interesting sequence. Okay. Here the idea is if white connects and then black plays here, now when white captures, black has Sente now. Just to make sure, let's make sure this is indeed good for black, and it is. Okay. Let's see what happens in the game. A big mistake. Let's see if white capitalizes. White does not. Black has another chance to fix the double cuts. Now would be a great time to play the double cut. Black's shortage of liberties is really hurting, and this is why we see black is able to tenuki now because there's one extra liberty at E16. So black could safely tenuki in the game. Black could not, unfortunately. Okay, double Hane and then connect. This is gonna fall right into white's hands, and white does play the all-important cut, and probably black needs to just bite the bullet and sacrifice the 5 stones and move on. In the game, black plays here, saving the 5 stones. In this case, you definitely want to exchange this Atari first. It's just good, and when white extends, this is going to be a better shape for white. Okay, white headbutts and plays here, and then black ends up having this Atari. So this is somewhat alleviated position for black. And then unlike white in the previous game, white is not able to make very good use of the thickness that white has in the middle of the board. In this game, white chooses just to surround and capture 2 black stones with the strong position for white. First, right now it's a very good, remember in the last game we saw how white used thickness to invade. In this game it's the exact same position. White can use the thickness in the middle to invade the top, and if the 2 stones dies, that's no consequence to white. If the 1 stone dies, that's also no consequence to white. White is very happy to go for this. Now, given that white extended, the next double Hane has to be played. Of course, first exchange this, then force black to play here, and then go invade the bottom. Try to destroy all of the black potential territory on the bottom. 1 or 2 stones on the top is not gonna matter. Plus, white's position is so strong that black is not actually able to capture any white stones on the top. So take Sente and then go for the invasions. In the game, white bogs himself down a little bit here. This is going to actually give black a little bit more Sentes on the outside. And this is a classic sin of surrounding territory with your thickness. No matter how big it looks, once you are gonna do this territory surround with your strongest groups, it's not gonna be that efficient. 40, 50, 60, this left-hand side is 70 points. Even though it's 70 points, it's still not the recommended stuff. Go and invade, don't surround your 70 points. Okay, in the game, black now finds an opportunity, and then black attaches, surrounds a lot of territory, and then goes to surround the bottom. And now we're beginning to be able to see how black could potentially come back in the game. And here white tries to make inroads into the black territory, but now it's a little late because now black is strong enough to now start to play from the outside. And he does. Very, very good. And then this extend is also a very good move. This is strengthening black's territory and also reducing white's eye space. In the game, black is able to keep the majority chunk of the territory. White was able to survive too, but here white makes a big mistake. White plays here and opens himself up for the cut, and then this whole group dies. So that sort of just swings the game right away. Okay, very sad. White just ends up, this is like a sudden death. And remember from before, you don't want to attack as hard as you absolutely have to. So here black jumps once and then look for this jump. Black plays the diagonal, which is just fine. Here now black is just looking to save his stones, and then he's probably okay with white surviving in the middle, just capturing the group. White seems a little bit desperate to survive here, and interesting, black didn't capture. That would be fine. Black plays this move. I'd recommend this move, but as long as black comes up with the connect that's next, that's going to be okay. Very interesting plays by black, and even connects this one to safety. Remember to maximize and then let white have this one false eye. There's no problem there. In the game, white just sudden death, and unfortunately there's no coming back from that, and white resigns. We saw several very instructive moments in the game. Here probably white needs to play this move locally, and then the fight is between the right hand side and the left. Already black has more than enough territory. So here in this game, white surrounds territory with the thickness, plays very unaggressively, and then this made the game a lot closer. And then on the right hand side, even after white survives, the game now is a little bit close, and then when black tested white with this one move, white ended up not answering correct, and the game just it was sudden death from here. Would have been a very close game otherwise, and so unfortunately for white, when white had the thickness advantage, white didn't use it or leverage it to invade black on the top. And when black was able to leverage the thickness advantage, white ended up one more mistake, and white ended up just totally dying. Paying the ultimate price. Remember how thickness is very, very important in the game, and using thickness well is very, very good, and it will help you, win your games by significant margins. All right, stay in the room. The next review is going to be at 8:30. We have 2 7-dance playing, which is very interesting. We have 3 dance and 1 dance. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next game reviews. See you guys.